Local tourism, do you not target international market? Yes, please.
Hi, Mr. Cuartero. This is Jane Andres from La Jolla.
Yes. Hi.
Okay. To
I have
answer
a
your
beautiful video.
thank you so much. To answer your question, sir, we are not only targeting the local market, but we are also targeting the international market. In fact, last summer we went to Taiwan. So since Taiwan is an emerging market versus China, so we went to Taiwan and we partnered with travel agencies based in Taiwan. And we also connected with the travel agency of Taiwan here also in Manila. So from then on, we are having groups spending overnight in our resort.
So this is like a traveling expo, no?
We did it by ourselves, parang DIY lang. So we went to Taiwan since based on the data from the BOT, it's an emerging market. So we went there instead of China. So next year, since Korea is the #1 foreign traveler in the Philippines, we wanted to go to Korea next year.
What has been the impact or the contribution of the World Travel Expo in the past 9 years to local tourism?
I cannot answer that, Mr. Cuartero. I think the World Travel Expo, I don't know who can answer that. Maybe.
Yes, the impact. Yes, sir, to answer that. The impact of World Travel, of course, we are 9 years already in this industry. Of course, we're helping, of course, the startup companies, also the newly open travel agencies, hotels and resorts. Of course, that's a big impact in our tourism then. And also, of course, we're promoting our local destinations, like, of course, continuously helping them promote, especially one in Boracay, in Palawan, Bohol, and now, of course, some parts of Siargao.
I noticed that we don't have a representative from the Department of Tourism.
Sir, they will be there during the opening of the event.
Okay, so kamusta po ang ating last question? Kamusta po ang ating industry, tourism industry?
Sir, of course, ngayon medyo alam niyo naman because of the ongoing sa country natin. Of course, mahirap, pero we're still doing fine naman po. I don't know with our exhibitors, maybe they can answer
Yes.
that also.
Yes, maybe we can talk about hotel accommodation, bookings, etc. Inbound, outbound, etc.
Good afternoon, sir. I'm Abby
Manila
from
Hotel.
the Manila Hotel. So to answer your question, sir, we are very supportive of the activities of the Department of Tourism and Tourism Promotions Board. We actually have a team right now in, I think, Nagoya for the Tourism Expo Japan. So we actually will, to speak for the Manila Hotel and Manila Prince Hotel, our sister property, we have captured international market. So I think we're doing fine with regards to accommodations for rooms and of course our dining outlets at the hotel for both properties.
Yes.
For GDS Travel Agency, yes, it's doing great. We have a branch in China, so we're bringing Chinese clients or people here in the Philippines to travel and do a business with our fellow countrymen. And yeah, we're thankful because this travel expo is being big impact to our business as well as to market to different parts in China to bring people here in the Philippines.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Sir Nestor from the Market Monitor. Let's move to another press people. Alan Sanson of Star Photos.
Alan Sancon po.
Sancon, yes,
Star
thank
Photo.
you.
As a traveler also, Kasi parang I always go to the travel expo to get a discount sa mga agencies, ganyan, di ba? Kasi parang napansin namin dun sa mga travel expo, parang halos pareho lang kapag nagpunta ka online, parang gano'n. Ano yung may offer ng World Travel Expo para mas ma-make sure na pupunta sila to have a good travel, a cheap travel, di ba? Kasi parang as we compare dun sa ibang mga agency, may mga 50% off din naman, may mga 50%. Especially siguro yung Royal Caribbean, parang hindi lahat nakaka-afford, di pa sa mahal, di ba? Pero ano yung may offer na mga pupunta doon para mabigyan sila ng magandang budget para sa travel, di ba?
Bale, kay Travel Mate po kasi, we offer po, lalo na sa mga expo, we offer discount, pero dun lang po, during the expo lang po yung discount na yun. Then, other information naman po, like yung mga nakakausap namin through online, and yung mga walk-in clients namin sa mga offices, yun po, na-offeran din po sila ng discount, but mas malaki pong discount when it comes to expo po.
Siguro I just want to ask yung Royal Caribbean also, di ba? Parang hindi lahat nakaka-afford to have. Maraming gustong mag-cruise, pero hindi lahat nakakapag-travel because ang mahal-mahal. Ano po yung may offer ng Royal Caribbean sa mga press? Hindi pa sa press. Hindi pa sa mga traveler. Thank you.
Okay. So thank you for that question. Actually, I'm very excited to answer that. So for Royal Caribbean, I'd like to build on what TravelMate said. So we have exciting offers in store for you. You can only get them during the World Travel Expo. And at the same time, what I really want to share is that cruising is now up for grabs. Meaning, abot kamay na siya. So before, probably, when we think of cruising, it's very expensive. Luxurious, but what I really, even I tried my first cruising, you just need to understand what's in store for you. Imagine you have your hotel already, bringing you to different places. And imagine you have your 24-hour food inside the ship. Be it buffet, fine dining, a pizza place, a cafe, name it all. So personally, I'm very, very excited for you, sir, and for everyone to experience, really. It's a lifetime of a bucket list in your lifetime. So it's about time already to try cruising. It's now, you can get it on easily. So you just need to understand what's in store. It's very comparable to a land tour. So I'm sure our travel partners and our travel friends can already attest to it. So I'm very excited and thank you for that question.
Okay, yeah. Thank you to the panelists. Yes, I'd like to add something to that, allow me. Visiting expos, whatever expo it would be, is a great chance for you to meet your supplier face to face. And then it provides you with the legitimacy of the supplier, which online cannot provide. Well, I mean, they can, but syempre you have that agam-agam, di ba? Because you don't know really who you're talking to. And traveling is stepping away from your comfort zone and doing adventurous things, getting out of the Philippines or maybe getting out of your hometown. So we really need to be secured when we get out of our homes and feel safe. Ayan. So I think visiting expo is a must for everyone, especially travel expos. And we have a question again, this time from Manila Times. We have a lady, Miss Tessa Mauricio.
Hello, good afternoon. I just wanted to know among our panelists if any of the properties have already joined previous expos. Yung meron na po ba sa inyo nag-join previously in the past years? And I just wanted to know what your experience has been, if you could share that with us, and how it has helped your business you know, the year that followed. Yes, ma'am.
Hi, Sheila Soon again, Hernandez. For us kasi, it's items. So, mga merchandise namin, it actually helps, these expos helps us to feature our products. Ma'am Jen mentioned that it's a face-to-face, parang face-to-face yung nangyayari sa mga customers mo. So you feel the customers, you know the customers, you will understand what they need, what they want, their pain points. So it's also something that for us to understand clearly what the customers want. So it's still, you know, online, it's there. Nandiyan na yan eh. Hindi natin kakalabanin yan. But it's up to us also on how to build our brands, our products, and make sure that we give them what they need and what they want. So that's helping us to market our products.
That's a good answer po. Meron pa pong gusto mag-share ng experience nila having joined World Trade Expo in the past years? If not, perhaps first-timers, what do you expect from joining the World Trade Expo?
Yeah. Other than having a client, we want to connect more to different travel agency, hotels, tour operator that yung ano talaga nag-push to talaga na may market tong Philippines as was one of the best travel destination in the world. So talagang nag-hoping kami na makakilala ng maraming travel agencies and connect with them to better understand the market since bago pa lang kami, not only me but the other other panelists here na talagang malaman namin kung ano ba talaga yung needs, ano ba yung pinaka-idea talaga kung bakit sila gustong mag-travel, bakit sila gustong mag-explore. So yun.
Thank you. And perhaps for the organizers, just one more question. In the past, has it happened that your the participants sort of come together, and then I think what is interesting for travelers now, I mean, of course, they want convenience, and sometimes a package actually is more attractive to them when they purchase a package that would actually bring them everywhere that they want to go within the one trip. So I was wondering if anyone could answer that, and if anybody who visits the expo can expect to probably avail of design packages for particular destinations within the Philippines also.
Nagkahiya ang kami ni Miss M. Joking po. Yes, so I think last year also here at the space, we had one OFW based in Vietnam. She just launched her travel business. Pero ito naman, tinutulungan niya yung mga Pilipino na gustong mag-explore ng Vietnam. So nandun siya, tapos yung family niya yung nag-organize dito ng business. And she's based in Vietnam. So yes, they can curate, they can design a package for a family or for a couple. Yan talaga yung aim ng isang expo, no? That we will be able to come face to face with our clients and give them talaga yung what their heart desires, especially kung ano lang yung kaya ng budget nila.
So obviously yung Filipino properties po ang nandito ngayon. Are we expecting many other properties from elsewhere to join the expo po?
Well, we're hoping that for the Manila leg, the 2 Manila legs that we have for this year, sana yung mga taga Mindanao na mga exhibitors natin at yung mga taga Visayas, magpunta rin sila dito sa Maynila, no? Hinihikayat namin talaga sila. At sana rin naman, pag nandun kami sa regional, sa halimbawa nasa Visayas kami, or nasa Mindanao, yung mga taga Maynila naman, ang magpunta rin doon. Dahil minsan nga sinasabi ko, parang ba't gano'n, nasa Davao kami, pero lahat ng mga exhibitor, puro taga Davao din. So parang sayang, kasi this is our chance to, yun nga, network and then explore. Let them know na may mga properties dito sa Maynila na ang gaganda. Tapos meron din namang mga properties doon sa Mindanao at saka Visayas na hindi natin alam, hindi rin napapublish masyado sa social media na ang gaganda din at mura pa. Pero hindi natin alam kasi hindi naman sila nag-optimize ng or nagbo-boost ng kanilang mga postings. So that is our objective, no. So we hope that in the coming days we will still be able to get some of the regional properties to be in Manila, in the Manila leg.
So you are taking steps po to make that happen?
Yes po.
Yes. And what are the what do you call that? Ano po yung mga come-ons nyo for them to join you, especially at the last minute stage? If maybe we could help you spread the word.
Well, one of the objectives also of the press launch is for you people to help us po promote. I think with what's going on in our country right now, I don't want to enumerate anymore. This is the perfect time na i-mask na lang natin what's going on. Dahil maganda naman ng Pilipinas at napakarami pang dapat i-explore dito. Ang mga tao, ang mga lugar mula dito sa Luzon hanggang Mindanao. So it is time for us to mask what's happening. Kasi yun, hindi naman siya small thing, but then let's just try to promote what is yung talagang pwede natin ipagsigawan sa buong mundo. Yung ganda ng Pilipinas.
Okay, thank you.
Miss M?
Yun nga, we wanted to promote din this venue space kasi it's very new, no? So we want also na makapunta rito yung mga visitors natin dito sa mismong venue namin. So yun nga, very convenient dito sa space, pati yung mga restrooms nila and other facilities is very friendly. Yun nga, it's easier yung pag-travel din dito. So we're encouraging you, our media partners, to help us promote this event and also the venue. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Tessa of the Manila Times. Now let's move on to MJ De Leon of Glitz PH.
Here po, good afternoon. I'm not sure if I missed it. May entrance po ba?
Yes.
Entrance fee. Siyempre may entrance. Pero meron po bang
Of
entrance
course,
fee?
sa media, namigay kami ng ng complimentary passes for the media. Pero for those who are interested, kasi normally sa ating mga Pilipino, pag sinabi mo free entrance or free admission, mas lalong walang pumupunta. Kasi walang nagpe-play sa isip nila na parang, free so parang walang excitement. So naglalagay rin kami, at saka yun nga, para ma-distinguish din yung mga visitors natin. Kung ang free natin is 80 pesos lang naman for walk-in and 50 pesos for online registrants.
So they can register beforehand online, 50
Yes,
pesos,
online,
walk-in
50
80
and
pesos.
then 80
Student
pesos
discounts pa, just asking.
For students and individuals, that's 40 pesos.
40, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So marami na nag-register na students.
I see.
Pero yun nga.
Speaking of
Hopefully more visitors pa.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Speaking of entrance fees, ano po yung, this is already the 9th year, right? Ano po yung specific measurement of success ng Travel Expo? Is it in the number of foot traffic, participating brands? How do we measure
Aside from that, sa participating brands, of course, ang masasabi naming success kami kung yung mga exhibitors namin na nag-join is nag-ROI sila, na return yung investment nila or more. So that's why we're expecting more visitors para, of course, maraming mag-visit sa kanila, mag-book ng mga services nila, and then mag-book ng packages.
Yeah, curious, okay, any of the brands here can answer na nag-participate last year?
Wala.
Wala pa.
Lahat
New
sila
lahat.
new eh. So, of course, happy kami kasi every year, iba-iba rin yung mga nagjo-join sa amin. Meron pa kaming mga exhibitors na wala lang sila dito ngayon. So, mas gusto namin i-promote ngayon yung mga bago sa amin. this year.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am, for the information. One last question, general question. Kasi the host
Yes.
said earlier that the goal is really to like promote the Philippines. So anyone can just, wala kasi taga-DOD as I am, pero anyone can just answer it that in 2024, di ba 7th ang Philippines in Southeast Asia when it comes to international arrivals. We lag behind Cambodia. And parang ang nakukuha lang natin is even 1/6 of what Thailand is getting. What do you think we need to do? Yun lang, general question. It's a DOD question, but you guys can answer.
I think itong mga exhibitors natin ang makaka-answer kasi
Yes,
mas
yes.
alam nila when it comes to inbound.
Good afternoon, sir. I'm Abby from the Manila
Hello.
Hotel. I think participating more in international expos would be a great platform to promote the local brands, the local properties, and have to expand the international markets. Sir.
I believe if we're gonna penetrate the international market, we should have a branch outside in the Philippines. Not only, maybe, for example, we in GDS Travel Agency, we do have branch in China. So we currently promoting Philippine destination, Philippine location in China. For example, nag-promote kami ng product from Cebu. Promote namin sa Chinese market. So they have a different platform to promote Philippine market. So we want to penetrate more, not only just posting, but to have a deeper connection, which is our branch in China also do expo in China. So yeah, hopefully other travel agency or other participating here in World Travel Expo, magkaroon din sila ng idea na i-market yung Philippines outside sa China o magkaroon at least branch or representative sa different country na kaya mag-promote ng Philippine destination.
So catalyst talaga mainly yung mga travel agencies, sir, no?
Yes, ano siya, parang first step siya kung gusto mo talaga i-market yung, gusto mo mag-target ng international market.
Okay, thank you. Congratulations in advance. Thank you.
Thank you, Sir MJ from Glitz PH. Now, we have a content creator, Pao Kanyamo.
Hello po. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Pao.
Good afternoon. First and foremost, congratulations on the 9th year of World Travel Expo. I would like to ask, because I'm a graduate of tourism, so I would like to know, and because I have witnessed the highs and lows in our industry, di ba? May mga nangyayari naman sa ating industry. But I would like to ask, if our fellow Filipinos would like to visit your booth, specifically the hotels or the cruise partner, would like to know if you have less restriction ba? Kasi sa mga travelers ngayon, nag-check na rin sila ng mga restrictions, if it's non-refundable, if just in case na merong problem na dumating sa kanila.
Well, for Manila Hotel and Manila Prince, sir, the same terms and conditions would apply for the bookings or the vouchers that will be purchased during the World Travel Expo, sir.
Yeah, if I may add, so for cruises, actually similar to airlines. So good thing you mentioned non-refundable. So there are really NRD packages or prices. Yes, they are one of the best, but always remember the definition. It's non-refundable, but one of the best offers yan pag NRD. If you're sure, book it as NRD. Thank you.
Thank you. But sa mga pupunta mga fellow Filipinos na other travelers sa booth nyo, anong i-expect nila? Like, are they going to expect less discounts or may mga packages rin ba?
Yes, definitely bigger discounts compared to online offers that we have for the hotels, and then maybe freebies from both properties. Yes.
How about the others? Baka may gusto pong i-add?
Sa travel agency po, we offer discount specially. Then, meron din kami for sure mga ilo-launch na new packages na i-offer namin during the expo.
So, after the expo, back to regular
Yes,
prices na?
back to regular price po siya. So, kumbaga, malaki talaga yung mababawas natin pagdating sa expo po.
Alright, thank you so much. Last question. For Marina Bay, Marina San, what's Mandarin Bay. You mentioned earlier in Boracay kasi you're one of the budget hotels in Boracay, and you mentioned earlier in meron kang key card as kayo lang mismo yon in Bora. So other than that, ano pa yung edge nyo amongst the budget hotel in Boracay?
Since Island Inn is in the mall area, it's 3 minutes walk papunta sa beachfront. Then, siguro ang masasabi ko lang, yung sa service, ang pinagkaiba. Talagang pang Filipino family ang service namin. Kung paano sa house, ganyan. Ayun, sir.
Ayun, thank you so much and congrats.
Thank you, Pao, of one of our content creators. Siguro I'd like to add something to that lang. Ayun lang kasi yung medyo napapansin ko rin sa mga expos, even the other expos, wala talagang package na para sa atin. Yung local residents. Alam ko meron, they're saying that, but it's not really catered sa Pinoy. Ewan ko sa ibang bansa. Japan, meron sila na para lang talaga, di ba? Kasi may market tayo dito sa Pilipinas. Yung mga nasa BPO nga, gusto nila talaga nagtatravel. Diba? Kahit sa loob lang ng ang ganda kasi natin dito. Kaya lang, meron silang sinasabi, diba? Mas mahal daw pumiyahe sa Pilipinas. So, mas gusto pa nilang lumabas. Bakit kasi hindi tayo gumawa ng, yung talagang kung Pilipino ka, Filipino citizen ako, may passport ako, dito ako pinanganak. Diba? Dapat meron ako ng instant. Hindi lang sa expo. Anyway, that's food for thought. That's for you guys to isulong. Okay, from Rider PH, let's have Jojo Panaligan with this question. Jo.
Kay Irish, Ashley, and Mr. Luque ba? Yes, okay. Last year, I remember nung pumunta si Ann Curtis sa Siquijor, talagang biglang ang dami nang pumunta doon. So, by next month, magsisimula na magplano for summer vacation. Meron bang rising star destination sa Pilipinas sa 2026?
Are we talking international market or Philippine market?
Philippine market.
Philippine market, I think meron. Meron siya, pero hindi pa talaga na fully developed talaga. Although, alam ko, iba market na yung Cebu Bohol. But I think Cebu Bohol is really great place to for students to learn more, not only in biodiversity, as well as culture in Cebu. And we at GDS Travel Agency, we not only targeting Philippine market, but international market to bring both of them in Cebu to explore more.
So what you're saying is, as far as your agency goes, yun may pinakamadami yung inquiries.
Yes,
Cebu and Bohol.
yeah, Cebu Bohol. As well, especially yung mga pupunta ng nag-boat, nag-diving, nag-whale shark and sardine run.
So yun pa
Yan, ayun ang pinakamalaking market sa amin, sa part namin. Kapag mga target market namin is Chinese citizen. Na kasi sinusource na market namin siya sa China eh. May mga different platform na kaya namin nakukuha yung clients. That's why ang ginagawa namin, ino-offer namin una Cebu, ang pinaka-top destination for international. And we want to market it in Philippines for Philippine market.
Ashley, Irish, yun din ba? Or meron bang bagong lugar na you think will become popular then among tourists soon?
So
May
far
bus ba?
po sa amin, mostly inquiry talaga is Boracay, Puerto Princesa, Bohol, Cebu, and Batanes, especially Batanes. May mga foreigners din po kasi talaga na may specific area lang sila na gustong puntahan na kumbaga, pag nakaset na po yung mind nila na yun yung gusto nilang puntahan, yun talaga yung gusto nila kahit anong price pa siya.
Ashley?
that, sir, no? Bataan is actually very near Manila, 3 to 4 hours. And the road is paved, meaning maganda yung mga daan papuntang Bataan. And there is a Cavite-Bataan bridge already on its, it's on process ba? Or gawa na siya na it takes about 1 to 2 hours from Cavite to Bataan. So, with the help of DOT, hopefully, DOT Region 3, kung gusto nila i-promote ang Bataan, then definitely magiging tourist spot din siya, katulad ng a destination, katulad ng Cebu, may mga ganong cities, kasi mas madaling puntahan and hindi costly. Because when you go to Cebu or Davao, you have to take an airplane. Unlike in Bataan, it's land travel. So, it's an emerging market actually.
Thanks, Ashley.
So, unfortunately, I cannot answer the same because they're in the travel and hospitality, and we're part only of the Pacific Asia Travel Association inside our campus, which is the Lyceum of the Philippines University. But as I have studied and witnessed, the same answer goes to Miss Irish and Miss Jane, which is one of the famous talaga po na pinupuntahan ng mga foreigners is the Cebu, since ayun nga po, for some it is mostly easier para sa kanila, and for some naman yun yung kasi nakikita nila or mostly na ma-market when it comes to online. So that's all po.
My second to last question again to Mr. Luque and Irish. Pag pinipitch nyo sa foreigner ang Pilipinas, ano yung number one concern or the first question they ask?
First question nila, magkano? Kayo pa din. Second naman, ano yung mga itinerary na pwedeng i-offer na wala sa ibang travel agency sa China na nag-market nun? For example, merong ibang travel agency sa China na nag-market ng Cebu na walang yung wind shark. Because currently ang wind shark nasa Oslo ngayon. And currently hindi makapag-offer. Alam ko wala sa Bohol. So, ang ginagawa para yung client namin, para makapag-experience pa rin, at yung itinerary na kinuha kay Bohol, ay offer pa rin namin yung sa Oslo na wind shark experience. So, ayun ang ginagawa namin. Parang hindi kami mag-stick na Cebu lang yung pwedeng puntahan. Marami pa. Sa paligid ng Cebu, marami ka pang pwedeng. At paligid ng Bohol, marami ka pang pwedeng mapuntahan. Other than na minamarket ng ibang travel agency sa China. So, yeah, I think yun ang possible na naging edge namin to market Philippines. I want to raise that before we can fully market talaga the location, I think we should hopefully nandito yung DOT. Magkaroon ng isang centralized na branch dun sa specific top destination. For example, Cebu, magkaroon ng specific na branch doon na where all travel agency na pwede makapag-coordinate. For example, kami, GDS Travel Agency, we want DOT na pwede kami makapag-coordinate, makapag-discuss about sa mga itinerary promotion and other na pwede namin promote sa China. So, currently, ang ginagawa namin, nagsusource pa kami sa ibang operator, ibang local operator, which is napakadelikado din. Una, takot kami scam. Isa yun sa mga na problema namin as a small travel agency. And we want to look forward for reliable partner in Cebu. So, yun ang pinaka naging concern din namin.
And I think dapat nga ang DOT every year mag-set sila na i-meet yung mga travel agencies and sabihin na, this year, magkaisa tayo na itong location na itong i-push natin.
Yes.
Kesa sabog-sabog.
Totoo. Malaking tulong yun kung gano'n na mangyari. Sobrang laking tulong yun sa mga small agents, travel agency. Not only in a local, but here in also different part of the Philippines na gusto pumunta talaga sa Cebu.
Irish, medyo babaguhin ko yung question ko. Anong sasabihin mo sa traveler, especially Pilipino, pag sinabi niya, bakit ako pupuntang Siargao or Boracay when mas mura papuntang Taiwan, mas mura papuntang Singapore?
For that one po, Sir Bali, ang pwede ko pong maisagot dun sa question nyo probably is, hindi nyo naman po makikita yung destination or yung attraction sa Boracay more than sa international. Kasi iba din po yung culture natin when it comes to domestic po.
Thank you, Sir Jojo. Rider PH. The last to ask the question is from ABS-CBN.com and JournalNews.com, Ms. Leah Salterio.
Hi, good afternoon, Leah. Is there anyone who have joined the World Travel Expo from the start, like for the past 9 years? No, no one. So the longest that one has joined, is there something, probably can answer this, is there something that is really fulfilling for you joining the World Travel Expo? Or is there something that is disappointing for you? And then for the first timers, especially Manila Hotel, is there something, what are the things that you really expect in the World Travel Expo? Yeah, first question.
Miss Leia?
Yes.
Tama po ba? Miss Leia, it's our first time actually La Jolla joins World Travel Expo.
The one in Bataan.
Yes. So, ang expectations namin, makabenta kami and mabawi namin yung binayad namin sa booth, which is the reality, no? That's a very, we have to be practical. In a business side, we have to sell. So, ang very disappointing is yung hindi kami makabenta sa Travel Expo. But of course, networking, maganda ring networking yung nakasali ka sa Travel Expo. Yung mileage na makukuha natin, exposure, and yung brand image that we're communicating to the public is makikilala nila si La Jolla. So this is going to be the first time and hopefully not only the first time.
How old is La Jolla?
Barely 6 years. So we started in 2019. And then after the pandemic, we closed. So, amaan pa lang kami. Umaariba pa lang, Miss Leia.
Thank you. Is there anyone like Manila Hotel first timers or?
Good afternoon, Ms. Leia.
Yes.
As mentioned by Ms. Miles earlier, of course, yung expectation is ROI, first of all. And then we also, this is a good exposure for the property, especially for Manila Prince, because it's fairly new compared to Manila Hotel. Around 7 years, si Manila Prince, while Manila
Where is
Hotel.
Manila Prince? Sorry.
The location, ma'am.
Yes.
It's UN Avenue corner, Marcelino Street, in Ermita, Manila.
Oh, alright.
It's near Adamson University.
Near Taft Avenue.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
If,
Thank you.
So
Please
it's a good,
continue.
it's a good exposure for them.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah. Sa amin naman, I think for all of us, very important kasi also yung foot traffic who will come and of course yung conversion namin when maraming ang tao, wala namang bibili, di ba? So, para sa amin, yung effort na ginagawa ng egress ng mga tao, di ba? Parang lahat kami nakaka-relate. So, we really, sana sa help din po ng Pressco na to, maibigay namin or mai-share po ninyo yung news na to para matulungan din po natin ng isa't isa.
So 3 days, 17 to 19.
Yes.
3 days.
And yung preparation po kasi ng isang booth is not just one day. So it takes months for us to actually curate or buuin ang isang event. The manpower, the budget, yun lang, on the business side.
How big is one booth for everybody?
Depende.
We have a 3x3, a 2x3, and a 2x2.
We
We have a 4 square meter, that's 2 by 2, yun po yung pinakamaliit. And then the second one is 6 square meter, and then the biggest is 9 square meter. So
It
that's
depends
3
on
by
the
3.
company.
So it
Yes.
depends on the company. So dito may pinakamalaking booth sa amin ngayon is GCash, and of course their sponsors, no, GCash and Uniqlo. So I think wala sila dito, but I think maglalabas ang Uniqlo ng kanilang mga autumn and winter clothes.
Alright.
Other than what Pamela said, we want to, as a digital travel agency that focus in business travel, we want to introduce that there's a different, there's other market other than traveling, enjoying, leisure. There's a business market. So we want to introduce that digital travel agency offering business travel, factory hopping, meaning mag-jump ka sa different factories, in international, not only in China, in Vietnam, sourcing products like that. So there's a lot of market na hindi pa na-explore. So we want World Travel Expo that promote more na not only travel, leisure, there's also a business outside.
Alright, thank you.
Okay, thank you to our press people. Palapakan niyo naman po inyong mga sarili. There you go. And to the panelists. Now, one final invite from Ms. M. Before our photo op and, of course, the raffle.
Yes, of course, I would like to take this opportunity again to invite our media friends to visit and of course help us promote the World Travel Expo. This is our 9th year. This will be on October 17, 18, 19 here at Space at 1 Ayala. 5th level, Makati City. 5th level of 1 Ayala Mall, Makati City.
There you go. Thank you to all our panelists and thank you to the press people who have attended this. And yes, I have a giveaway already here, a raffle item. But before that, I'd like to give a chance to all the press here this afternoon to get a decent photo op of our panelists. So